Hello, good morning. Welcome everyone. So I'm going to read a little message today on Karuna, compassion. I uploaded something yesterday and the quality is terrible. So here's a redo. The book that I'm reading from, BKS Iyengar's Light on Yoga. Really recommend this one, as well as his others. Tree of Yoga, Light on the Yoga Sutras, Light on Life. Yeah, they're wicked, and really recommend you also move beyond the books. Life as our greatest teacher. You can be your own teacher. Svadhyaya meaning self-study. This is a journey of svadhyaya as well as many other things. So today our message is on cultivating compassion. I think this would, we really need to encourage and advocate compassion and love authentically, because it's not something which we really were taught. It wasn't really something that was talked about much in school from what I remember, but I do believe it has power to change. And so part of what I'm doing here with these videos is trying to share a little bit about, I guess, the narratives which led me to believe things falsely or encouraged me as well. So the positive, the negative, it's a bit of both. Just like life, it's the ups, the downs, the ebbing, the flowing. It's a balance. So today, back to the message. Okay, so he writes, Karuna is not merely showing pity or compassion and shedding tears of despair at the misery, dukkha of others. It is compassion coupled with devoted action to relieve the misery of the afflicted. The yogi uses all his resources, physical, economic, mental, or moral, to alleviate the pain and suffering of others. He shares his strength with the weak until they become strong. He shares his courage with those that are timid until they become brave by his example. He denies the maxim of the survival of the fittest, but makes the weak strong enough to survive. He becomes shelter to one and all. Isn't that cool? So, E.K.S. Iyengar was brother-in-law and student of Surya Namaskar. My training is, the lineage I'm training under is the Surya Namaskar training lineage, of Mysore, in Mysore, south of India. We will look at that in another video. Today, though, we're going to just go through a little warm-up. First, making some time for our Dhyana, our meditation practice. Hopefully you have been practicing a few minutes a day. Just start with whatever you can. There really isn't a minimum. This is your journey. Don't let anyone else tell you anything else. It's really important you remember that, because you can get caught up in the bullshit, and it's so easy. It happens to me all the time. So just, mornings are great, because are great for me. For you, it might be different. Mornings are good for me because the mind feels more still. At night, I'm like looping crazy thoughts going on, and then I wake up and everything feels way more chilled. It's like all that shit I was worried about isn't there anymore. So mornings are good. The mind feels more grounded, I guess, more still. Maybe that means I should stop it around a bit. We'll see. So just close your eyes, find your seat. Remember, you need your 3 S's. That's all you need. So the first one is seat, or asana, meaning to take one's seat. Proper block or a pillow underneath your bum. Sit up tall. Might need 2 blocks, 2 pillows, as long as the hips are higher than the knees, and that you're sitting comfortably and sitting stable, sitting strong, stable, strong, still. The first S for our meditation practice is seat. The second is seal, mudra, taking the chin mudra, C-I-N, If you like, folding your forefinger into the third crease of your thumb, just resting your hands on your knees, palms face up or down, whatever resonates with you today. It's all good. Sit up tall, nestle your sitting bones into your block, into your pillow. Going tall from the base of your spine, Muladhara chakra, up through all 7 chakras, up through the crown of your head, Sahasrara chakra. 1,000-petaled lotus. Closing your eyes, chin parallel to the mat. The third S is to sit still. Just close your eyes. You don't need to look at the screen. And begin to witness your breath. Don't force your breath. There's no forced breathing. Just witness, just watch your body breathe itself. As my teacher Stu always tells us, we know how to breathe. So just trust yourself, just observe. If you're finding this really difficult, a method which could help is counting your breath. So one of the many methods, you could start at 100, and as you inhale, in your mind, just say aloud 100. As you exhale, 99. And then you all the way until you reach 50. When you reach 50, each inhale and exhale lasts a full count. So inhale, exhale, 49. And so on until you reach 20, and then stop counting. If you lose your count, just start at the beginning. Mark Stevens' Teaching Yoga book shares more information on this, as do other books, but just to quote the source for what I'm sharing with you. There really isn't one specific method, one specific way, so I encourage you to look beyond the books and just know that all you need is in you already. It really is. With your constant practice, your abhyasa, patience, perseverance, you'll begin to discover that between your thoughts, there is an in-between space, a space of stillness, of sthiti, a sanctuary, a refuge. The space will begin to become more accessible. But don't worry if you're not there yet. There's no timestamp for when you should be there. You're all on your own journey. We're all on our own journey. It's one of the most beautiful things about the practice which extends beyond the mat, beyond physical, mental, emotional, practical, intellectual, to spiritual. This is a spiritual practice. Practice of love, of compassion, Karuna, loving kindness, maitri. Just observe your thoughts, watch your breath. Sitting up tall, eyes are closed. Relax your face, soften your eyes. Soften your jaw. Bring your hands together at heart center and Ujjayi Mudra. Prayer, thumbs into your sternum. Keep your eyes closed. Opening with 3 Oms, 3 Shantis. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Just keep your eyes closed and use this time to set your intention, your devotion, to offer your practice up to someone you love, to someone you find challenging. Okay, with your eyes closed, we're going to chant the Guru Mantra now, mantra to our true teacher, remover of darkness, your first teacher, your mother. Guru is remover and darkness, remover of darkness. Our mother, our first teacher. You could have your friend, it could be yourself, it could be your cat, it could be your God. Yoga is not a religion. It is a deeply spiritual practice. It's a journey of discovery, of learning, of failing, of learning to fail better, of trying again, of cultivating compassion, and realizing that it's okay to fuck up. It's okay to be honest about things which you were told you could not be honest about in your past, maybe. It's okay to challenge yourself, and it's okay to fail. Bringing your hands to heart center, closing your eyes, chant after me. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devu Maheshvara, Guru Sakshat, Param Brahma, Tajmai Shri Gurube Namaha, Lokaha Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, Om, 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Coming back to your devotion now, your intention. Whatever this is, whether it be to your God, to your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your lover, your friend, your partner. Yoga is a selfless practice of devotion, bhakti, compassion, karuna, maitri, loving kindness. If there's anything you take away from today's message, today's class, is that yoga is not about exercise. Please share this. Please encourage others to explore the beautiful spectrum, the diamond. It's Iyengar writes, with so many facets. Yoga is missing out on so much if you're just going along with this exercise vibe. Inhale, open your eyes, and exhale, bring your hands down by your side. So just warm your arms up, your hands up, your body up now. Rub your hands together really fast. Rub, 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 rub. And then reach your arms up to the sky. Look up. Take a deep inhale and exhale it around. Okay. Rock yourself forward. Come out of your Sukhasana, your cross-legged pose asana. Before you begin, a few health and safeties to go over. Make sure you've got a pillow, some blocks, some books if you don't have any blocks. If possible, the cork blocks are way more reliable than the foam ones. Slipping and sliding everywhere, especially if you're working at home on a carpet like I am. Try and find something you can place your hands onto, because you really got to make sure you're looking after your wrists, your ankles, your knees. If you have any knee injuries whatsoever, knee issues, please, I prefer you not to practice. If you have been practicing for a long time and you're comfortable and you are safe, and you do have any old knee issues, you can always place a little bit of padding between your knees. So you could place a pillow, or you could place a folded up cloth, or, bear with me a second, you could place, voila, a little folded out, like that. So we look after ourselves, we look after our body. Because I can't be there to adjust you in person, I encourage you to help yourself by looking after yourself. We practice Ahimsa in yoga, non-harming. It's our first yama. meaning non-harming, but not only to ourselves, to the planet, to animals, to each other. And this requires active change. It's not easy. Trust me, it really isn't easy. Change, the journey is not easy. It requires physical, actual change and commitment, but it's worth it. It really is. And you don't have to do it all at once. So what can you change this week that would make your life more compassionate, that would make you a more compassionate human? I can't answer that for you. So have a little think about that. For today's class, the way that you could bring in a little bit of compassion is not pushing yourself too much, being kind to yourself. Don't worry about how you were the other day and on the mat, off the mat. Today we forget about that. We start new, we start fresh, and we take it one interaction with one step at a time, bit by bit progress, yoga karma. Other props that you could have include a belt. If you don't have a belt, just a jersey, something that you can use, a top, anything really, but we're not going to be doing our seated twists today. Keep this available though for when we do practice that. Today we're just going to practice warm-ups and Namaskar practice. This is a daily practice. If you can bring this into your day, every day, 20 minutes a day, will be better than an hour and a half a week. I hope that you enjoy the class. Take your blocks, place them to one side. If you don't have blocks and you had a pillow, place your pillow to one side. Remove anything that might get in your way, any jewelry, any bits and bobs behind you. If you're practicing in your living room, you don't want to crash into the couch, something like that, something that you often. And just come to a seat. We're going to begin lying on our back today, so just slowly lie down on your back. Bring your knees into your chest, into your Uppanasana. Coming into Supta Padangustasana, bring your feet together, your knees out to the side. If you do have blocks, you can place a block under each thigh or a pillow. Bring your arms up overhead or place your right hand on your belly, your left hand on your chest. Just relax, completely soften your face. Take a deep inhale. Open the mouth and sigh it all out. 2 more cleansing breaths. Inhale through your nose. And big sigh out. 1 more. Big inhale through your nose. This time stick out the tongue and the lion's breath out. Keep your eyes closed. If you're in your first 12 weeks of pregnancy, please don't practice today. And if you've had a baby, please do not practice in your first 8 weeks after giving birth, making sure you have clearance from your doctor. Any injuries whatsoever, please do not practice. And if you feel any new sharp or shooting pain, come out of what you're doing, come to lie flat on your back or into a child's pose, Balasana. These are still active asanas, there's no hierarchy. You'll notice if you lie in this Supta Padangustasana every evening while you're watching Lovecraft Country, whatever your favorite show is. We've been watching that a lot lately. Yeah, it's really challenged me. Gravity starts to pull down pretty quickly. Yeah, I can feel it now. So a little bit a day, guys. It's all you need. Bring your hands, place them underneath your thighs. Gently bring your knees towards each other. Hug your knees into your chest. Coming back to Uppanasana. And give each knee a kiss. Blow each knee a kiss. Now interlace your fingers above your head. We're going to move into a Supine Twist. Jatara Parivartanasana. Hug your knees into your chest. And on the exhale, roll your knees over towards the right and bring your arms towards the left. Bring your head towards the left as well. Take an inhale. And exhale. You can have a pillow between your knees, under your knee, closest to the mat. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Eyes open, mouth is closed. One more breath. And exhale. On your next inhale, rock your knees back to center. And exhale, other direction. So I'm rocking over to the left. Arms to the right, head to the right, gaze to the right. Open your eyes. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Inhale for 2. And exhale. You can use the pillow between your knees. It doesn't matter if it doesn't reach the mat. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, rock your knees back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. This time, hugging your knees, you're going to rock and roll yourself 3 times until you're in a seated position. So rock and roll is Julana Lohakanasana. Gently rock and roll. No rush. You can also just push yourself up to a seated. Woo! And up. Back to our cross-legged seat. Bring your hands forward. Come to Barman Asana, your all fours. Check that your hands are spread wide. Fingers spread wide, hands pressing down into the mat. That your shoulders, elbows, wrists are stacked in one straight line. Have a little look. Check that your toes aren't splaying out, your feet aren't splaying out, your knees are hip-width distance apart. You can use a block. Place it between your knees just to check the alignment. Have your blocks at the front of your mat. On your inhale, arch your back and look up. Cat-cow crunches. Marjasana, Bitterasana. Exhale, round the back. Look at your belly. Inhale to arch and look up. Exhale to round, taking it easy. One more breath. Inhale, arch. Looking up. And exhale to round. Look at our belly. Inhale, come back to your neutral spine. Looking straight ahead. Tuck your toes. Hover your knees. Holding for 1. Don't look at the screen. Holding for 2. Holding for 3. And on your next exhale, press away from the mat, lifting your tailbone, coming to your first inverted V-shape of the day. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Get your blocks if you've got them, place them under your hands. You can bend your knees, have your heels off the mat, knees bent. Slowly working your heels to the mat. There's no rush though, we're still warming up. Inhale, come forwards to a plank. Looking up. Exhale, look towards your toes. Look to the right. Look to the left. Looking up. Look to your toes. Look to the left. And look to the right. Look straight ahead. Slowly lower down your knees. Your chest and your chin. Coming to Ashtangasana, 8 limbs. Ashta is 8. Anga, limb. So inhale, slide forward, 1 straight line. Sarahclairepicton.blog. B. Hands are by your chest. Elbows are pointing towards the ceiling. Locust or easy cobra. You might be familiar with for this. Exhale, press into Balasana. Child's pose for 1 breath. And exhale, tap your toes. Lift your hips, come back to Adho Mukha Shavasana. Inhale, lift your heels, look up. Exhale, draw your heels back to the mat. 2 more times, inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, back down. 1 more time, inhale, look up. Exhale, back down. This time, inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, look forwards, don't look back. And take little steps, tippy-toeing, keeping the feet hip-width distance apart, landing behind your wrists. On the next exhale, deeply bend the knees, fold over your thighs, hand to opposite elbow in your ragdoll. Padangustasana, Uttanasana, bound hand forward fold. Bring your elbows forward, soften your face, relax your neck completely. Feet are parallel. If you feel safe and comfortable, bring the weight into your right foot, slowly rocking into your left. Maybe bringing the weight forwards and rocking back. Come back to center. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Take one of your blocks. Begin to weave a figure of 8 shape. Moving with the block, moving organically, no rush. Change hands, change direction. Going as slowly as you like, there's no rush. And come back to center, place the block to one side. Exhale, forward fold. Dangling pose, our ragdoll. Hands are now released to the mat. Don't look at the screen. Slowly unravel one vertebra at a time. All the way until you're standing. The last thing to unravel will be your neck and then your head. Just keep standing, unraveling. Bring your feet together, big toes touching, heels touching, arms down by your side. We're going to now move, bear with me, sorry about that, into our Namaskar practice. Your hair is not in a ponytail, I suggest putting it in. It's pretty hard moving if you can't see. Using your eyes is super important, guys. We set a dristi. Dhristana is part of our practice. A dristi is a point of focus, single pointed focus. Ekagrata. We're all working in environments which are different during this time. Yes, COVID is challenging, but we adapt. We learn to work with our environment, with our surroundings, and then learn to embrace it. So wherever you are, whether it be outside, at home, bring your feet together, big toes touching, heels touching, arms by your side. Take a deep inhale, and exhale it all out. Try not look at the screen, just trust my voice. Today I'm going to be introducing you to Sanskrit count in the Surya Namaskar sequence A and B. Come back to your breath now, activating Ujjayi Pranayama, victorious breathing. Slight constriction in the back of your throat, your glottis, tongue at the top of your mouth or behind your front teeth. Creating the sound and sensation as if you were misting up a mirror, your sunglasses. Keeping your mouth closed, eyes open. Activate your bandhas. Uddiyana bandha, mula bandha. Mula bandha, your root lock, squeezing, lifting up the pelvic floor muscles. Uddiyana bandha, lifting the lower abdominal muscles in and up. Upward flying lock, Uddiyana bandha. Just focus on those two, actively keeping those on. Bandhas are locks in our physical body, which help to unlock our subtle body, our sukshma body. Melanie Cooper's book on adjusting talks about bandhas and offers some really great insight, accessible insight, if you want to read more. With your feet together, rooting down to grow tall. Squeezing your thighs, rotating them slightly inwards to create space between the sitting bones. Lengthening and stabilizing the lumbar spine. Tuck your tailbone in slightly. Roll your shoulders up to your ears and back down again. 2 more times. Up to the ears, back down. Shoulder blades move in, down, and back towards the waist. 1 more time. Up and back down. Fingertips reaching towards the floor. Opening up your sternum, your chest, your heart center. Anahata chakra. Eyes are open. Bring your hands together at heart center now in Anjali Mudra. Thumbs into your sternum. Set your dristi, your point of focus for the practice, looking at the tip of your nose. On your next inhale, ekam inhale, reach your hands up, gazing between your thumbs, arms are straight, palms together. Dua, exhale, fold forward, hands flat beside your feet, or bend the knees slightly, hands behind the ankles, look at your navel. Srini, inhale, lift the chest, flat back, look up. Exhale, hands flat. Chatari is 4. You can either step your right foot, step your left foot back, or take your chaturanga, lower down, press up. Inhale, exhale is Pancha, 5. We look up, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, open up the heart. Exhale into Shat, which is 6. Downward facing dog up, inverted V shape, holding here for 1. Exhale for 1. Gazing at your belly between your feet for 2. Exhale for 2. You can have your heels up, knees lifted, knees bent for 3. Exhale for 3. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. Eyes open, mouth closed for 5. Exhale for 5. Inhale, look up, bend the knees, come to your tippy toes. Step your left foot forward, right foot forward. Sapta, look up. 7. Exhale, forward, forward, ashtos. 8. Into Uttanasana, looking at the navel, take the modification. Inhale, reach your hands all the way up into Nava is 9. Palms together, and exhale, hands down by your side. Samastiti, equal standing, back where we started. That's one Surya A. Let's do another one. Inhale, reach your arms up. Ekam, inhale. Dua, exhale, forward fold Uttanasana. Trini, inhale, flat back, look up. Chatari, exhale, step or jump back, lower down, press up. Pancha, inhale, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana, upward facing dog, looking up. Shat, exhale. Come back to your downward facing dog, inverted V shape for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Inhale for 4. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Look up, bend your knees, come to your tippy toes. Step your right foot forward, step your left foot forward. Sapta, inhale, look up. Ashto, exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Another inhale, arms all the way up, palms together, gazing up. And exhale, Samastiti, arms down by your side. Moving into our Surya Namaskar B. Just giving you an example and then setting you off on your way to hopefully have you practice at home. Our home practice. Feet together, looking straight ahead. Find your breath, find your balance. Come back to your intention. Come back to your devotion. On your next inhale, you're going to sit deeply into your chair. We'll go through it together. Inhale, sit deeply. Inhale, Ekam is Utkatasana, palms together, arms straight, gazing up. Exhale, forward fold Uttanasana, hands by your feet or behind your ankles. Dua is 2. Trini, inhale to flat back, look up. Chatari, exhale, jump back, Chaturanga, press up. Pancha, inhale, is upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog, keep flowing now. Sapta, inhale, coming into warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1 on the right hand side, arms up, palms together. Looking up as your dristi between your thumbs. Ashto, exhale, folding over the front foot, frame the front foot, step it lightly back. Lower down into your press up Chaturanga. Another inhale, look up, upward facing dog. And Dasha, exhale, coming into downward facing dog. Keep flowing. Look up, bend your knees, come to your tippy toes. Ekadesha, inhale, left foot steps forward, right heel comes down. Root to rise, warrior 1 on the left hand side. Dua, Desha, exhale, lower down, press up. Trio Desha is your upward facing dog. Look up, straight arms. Chatur Desha. Holding here for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Just keep looking at your belly for 3. Exhale for 3. In your downward dog for 4. Exhale for 4. Feet are hip width distance apart for 5. Exhale for 5. Inhale, look up. Bend the knees, come to your tippy toes. Inhale, punch. Inhale, jump forward, look up. And short, desha. Exhale, folding forward. Saptadesha, 17, arms up above our head, palms together, back in chair. And press up to Samastiti, equal standing arms by your side. On your next inhale, jump your feet hip width distance apart. Exhale, hands on your hips. Inhale, take a little back bend. And exhale, fold forwards, taking your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, lift up halfway. Straight arms, and exhale, fold forwards, elbows out to the side. Holding here for 1. Exhale for 1, and Padangustasana for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Inhale for 4. Bring the weight further forwards. Exhale for 1 more breath. Exhale for 5. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands flat on the mat in front of you. Bend your knees. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back. Lower yourself all the way down to lie flat on your back. Take a deep inhale. And sigh it all out. Roll over onto your back because we're just practicing our Namaskar practice. You can move on into your seated, to your standing, and then your seated back bends, then your pacifying, or join me in your Shavasana. Take a big inhale and sigh it all out. If you've got a pillow, you could place it underneath your knees. And if you've got a block you want to place maybe on your belly, bring your feet at least as wide as the mat. Arms as wide, arms away from your side, palms are facing up. Just close your eyes, don't look at me. Begin to relax your toes. Relax your fingertips. Letting go of your Ujjayi breath now. Welcoming the out breath. Letting go of the in breath. Relaxing your feet and your hands. Softening your face. Relaxing your arms. Your knees are relaxed. Your legs are relaxed. Your belly is relaxed. Relaxing your collarbones and your jaw. Your whole face completely relaxed. You're in a safe space. You are loved. You've worked really hard. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle. Use this time to cultivate some compassion for yourself. Some Karuna. Softening your eyes, your eyelids, the space between your eyebrows, your Ajna chakra. Command place of intuition, intention, imagination, direction. Softening your tip of your nose and the tips of your ears. Your teeth are relaxed. Your temples are relaxed. Your jaw is relaxed. Completely relaxed. Just slide in. And as you sit there, I'm going to read you a little message on which ties into our theme. Just keep your eyes closed, and this is a book called The Manual of the Warrior of Light. Warriors of light always have a certain gleam in their eyes. They are of this world. They are part of the lives of other people, and they set out on their journey with no saddlebags and no sandals. They are often cowardly. They do not always make the right decisions. They suffer over the most trivial things. They have mean thoughts and sometimes believe they are incapable of growing. They frequently deem themselves unworthy of any blessing or miracle. They are not always quite sure what they are doing here. They spend many sleepless nights believing that their lives have no meaning. That is why they are warriors of light, because they make mistakes, because they ask themselves questions, because they are looking for a reason and are sure to find it. Slowly begin to bring some movement back into your body now, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingertips, slowly waking up the body. There's no rush. Stretching one foot, then the other foot, wiggling your ankles. Interlace your fingers above your head, bring your hands above your head. Take a big stretch, stretching up, and exhale, release. When you're ready, hug your knees into your chest and roll over to the right-hand side, or the left if the right is not available. Fluttering your eyelids open slowly. Place one hand on the mat and press yourself back to your seated asana, your Sukhasana maybe, Padmasana, half lotus, Padmasana, lotus, Ashtangasana, Sarahclairepicton.blog. Prop a block or a pillow under your sitting bones. Make sure that you're sitting high, your hips are higher than your knees. Come back to where you began. Resting your hands on your knees, taking a mudra. Close your eyes. Come back to your intention, your devotion that you set at the start of the practice of the class. Come back to the theme of Karuna and how to cultivate Karuna, compassion, coupled with devoted action. To be an ambassador for positive change, for love, for harmony. Bring your hands together at heart center, Anjali Mudra, prayer, thumbs into your sternum, eyes closed. Closing with the Gayatri Mantra. Chant after me. Om Bhurбhuvатсвар Tatsavachur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Deyo Yona Prachodayat. Om, 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Bolu Satguru. And you say, Jai, Jai. Give yourself a big clap. Thank you for watching. And thank you for your patience and your time, and look forward to catching up with you soon. These were the 2 books from today. Love you guys. Have a good one. Adios. Bye.